Here we go. Psych. Here we go now. Here we go now. Oh, if you don't recall, that music means it's time for the showdown, baby. It is football time again. We are getting there. We are getting there. It is already time to talk about it. They in training camps. Fantasy football drafts are starting, and we are ready to have a little fun. We've got some battles this year. We even got Death Row. By the way, Death Row has challenged us. They want a rematch.
Okay.
But we're already in two, and I don't know if I want it.
Okay.
I don't know if enough people want it. I would take it, but I don't know if we got enough people to roll with.
So you tell them we ain't trying to do any G leagues this year, right?
This ain't the summer.
All right. See, y'all doing the most right now. I'm thinking about pulling up some more cats that hasn't been in any that's not in any of the other ones, and seeing if they want to jump in, and if so, then I'd do it. But I'm not gonna bother the main crew because they already in two.
Yeah.
That said, meanwhile. Ray's, talk to us, man. What's going on? How we doing today, man?
Man, we good. You know, it's football season. We had the Hall of Fame game last week. It was a fun game to watch for, two of the teams that probably would have been normally the bottom two in the league going into this year. It was a fun game to watch. Those rookies really showed out.
Yeah.
But
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett.
DJ Rob 05. I didn't even introduce us. I just started talking. You know what? I'm OG Tim Wilson. That's my boy, the super producer DJ Rob 05 in the building. And of course, we've got the graphic wizard Waves, who kind of facilitates the show. I kind of facilitate the conversation, but it's his show though. He puts it together. He makes it. He don't want to come up with the bullshit that me and Rob got to deal with.
I'm the director.
That's the graphic wizard Waves in the building.
All right, so NFL's kicking off, so we already got us a little bit of news. I'm gonna just go ahead and run right through this news. Chime in if you guys want. It's real quick, simple. Starting with, we got two signings. Debo going over to 49ers after Ricky Purcell went down for the season.
Debo!
And then Stephon Diggs came in with the pink stuff and decided, hey, I'm going to go ahead and ruin Brandon Ayuk's day, and signed with the Commanders.
And now Ayuk has got to stay with the 49ers, and they are like, no, thank you.
They ain't even trying to let him on the bench.
Ayuk kind of ruined his own day, though.
He absolutely ruined it his own. Absolutely, he did. And you know what? That is what it is. So now you sit another year, and I've been seeing publications put Ayuk in their top 200 and stuff. Why? I won't be picking him. I'm not touching him.
Right?
I'm sorry. I don't trust. I get the feeling they're not going to even bother playing.
That's why. Ayuk kind of reminds me of AB. And the reason why I say that is because Lil Pork Chop brought it up to me the other day that next year AB is eligible for the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
And Lil Pork Chop thinks he belongs there. I don't know why.
I think he does. I agree. I think he does. Now, I think there's enough outside noise where they're going to say, not yet. They're going to say no. Like with T.O., they held him T.O. off all them years until the last minute. I mean, it didn't make sense to not put T.O. in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
And AB is arguable, but
Mhm.
it's I hear pundits say a lot. Can you tell the story of that era without that player?
Yes.
Yeah.
Without AB? Then you ain't got no AB stories from that era, man.
The only AB story I got is him going to kick, doing a full big boot on a kicker. That's the only thing I could recall of him.
Right.
Him running with the shirt off. And not only that, I mean, aside from the fact that he was extremely productive in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was extremely productive in Pittsburgh, and then came the antics. So he was a very respected and productive player. Then came the antics. The antics came the locker room video. And what was that, Rob?
I'm saying.
I don't know.
He moved a little. His camera's like, hey, let me get in close.
That's hilarious. But okay, but yes,
Jeez, bro.
okay. Well, so I think he will get in eventually. I don't think he's getting in this time.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get him in. Maybe 10 years down the road, we might see a little different, but
I don't think
not
it's
anytime soon.
But I don't think it's far fetched. I don't see why not. I mean, I think he put up great numbers when he was being productive, and then he just started having. Then he became a story for a whole different reason.
Man, walking CTE.
Yeah.
That's
Right?
what it really was.
That's what it looks like. That's how it appears. But we'll never know.
That's what it
Yeah.
seems like with Brandon.
We'll know eventually. But
Brandon Ayuk's a different story. That's a prima donna.
Oh no.
yeah, Brandon Ayuk has really made a mistake.
He put all of his
But
eggs in
anyway.
the basket without having a bottom to it.
All right.
I mean, we're beating this horse with a baseball bat. Can we move on with the show? Jeez.
All right, I had two pieces of injury news. Ricky Pearsall, we already knew about, season-ended surgery. And Zach Charbonnet is still recovering from his ACL tear. It's not looking like he'll be ready by the start of the season, which is opening. What's that?
So who the Seahawks got a running back now?
Their rookie, I cannot remember his name, but the kid, from what I heard, is looking like he's going to be taking over the spot.
Well, he ain't got no choice.
No, I'm saying like period.
Kenneth
What's his name?
Watson,
Jadarian Price. Jadarian Price is the rookie, but they're even saying when Zach comes back, he might be staying number one.
Time will tell.
Yeah, time will definitely tell on that.
Time will tell.
In other news, D-Hop, they announced that he was officially retired. He rebutted, I'm not retired. I'm just working as a college assistant coach with Georgia Tech.
So
He's like, I could come back anytime.
Interesting.
Yes.
All right.
Is he pulling that Aaron Donald?
Somebody might jump on it, if that's a piece that they can use.
Oh yeah.
You don't need him as a one, he's past his prime, so you want somebody that you can count on. You want a veteran that that's gonna be reliable and he's mature. He's here to take care of business and do one thing, and that one thing only, and he's the guy that can do it for you. Somebody might take a chance.
Oh yeah, I can see him going back to the Titans. It'll be nice. Other news: Baker Mayfield. This may actually affect fantasy. Baker Mayfield may have a career season this year to get a contract elsewhere because right now he's feeling very disrespected by the Bucs.
Right? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So we may see a different side of Baker this year that's going to get him a big contract onto a different
one
team.
or the other. I think it's feast or famine.
Yeah.
Might get a Baker that's trying too hard, trying to do too much.
I mean, he did lose his number one, so
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah, that is true. We got 3 running backs.
Got him, by the way.
what was that?
Who got him, by the way?
I believe the people that's sitting behind you.
Oh yeah. Oh
I was
yeah.
just, I was just, I was just getting this is my water. That's water, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. That's water. Just in case anybody's wondering.
We got 3 of the top 5 running backs in the league just got a contract extension in B. John Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Jonathan Taylor. They're happy campers and they're ready to ball out this season.
Yes.
And then, sad on the fantasy front, Marvin Harrison Jr. owners, please be careful this season because that man is out there looking like early Quentin Johnston. He can't catch a ball if you handed it to him.
Wow.
Would you say he's looking like Cash Shakir?
Man. I was sitting there watching some of their practice. I'm like, good God, what happened to this man?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. What's the next part of the show? I've got enough news to fill me up right now.
And that was the last of the news because
I am so glad that was the last of the news.
All right, so I got a new game I'm introducing this year. We're going to run it a couple times during the season.
Yeah, let's have some fun.
I call this game the Snap because, like Thanos, someone's got to go. Half the population. So I'm going to give you 2 players each. You got 3 matchups each, 2 players. One's career stays, the other completely evaporated, gone forever. We're going to start with you, OG.
All right.
Your first matchup is Joe Montana versus Steve Young.
You know already when you said Joe Montana, it didn't matter who you said next. Look, you named my favorite football player of all times, and then say versus. Well, to who?
Right.
All right, man. You out. Peace, Steve Young. Are you out?
All right. Next up, you got Calvin Johnson versus Andre Johnson.
Oh, it's still on me?
It's still on you.
I'm keeping Megatron, man. This was a game against each other. This would be unfair. You already know.
All right.
I'm rolling with Megatron.
All right. Your final matchup.
Can I say this real quick? Okay, go ahead first. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I got a Megatron story.
Oh, bet. Your last matchup is JJ Watt versus TJ Watt.
That one's a little tougher, but I'm going to go with JJ Watt to stay. TJ Watt, you out of there. Bet.
Both of them Wisconsin boys, by the way.
True.
Both Wisconsin boys, by the way.
Kind of hard to be different if you're brothers.
And they're brothers, yeah. Just...
And they're not colored.
So, in my Megatron bought a vehicle at our dealership. I walked in. He looked. We was walking by me. We made eye contact. He said, "What's up?" I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And I just kept walking. I didn't know it was him.
Oh wow, that's cool.
He was like coming at me. The deal got done over time. You know, it was a lot going on and everything. He came back. I was like, yeah, definitely. When he comes back, I said, I got to get some pictures. But when you go out to take pictures, I'm coming out. I'll wait till the end. I don't want to make it weird or nothing. Blah blah blah. She was like, all right, cool, yeah. I said, but now I know who it is.
All right.
So I'm in the restroom. I walk in. I wash my hands. Come out. I'm walking down the hall. He's walking towards the restroom. We walk right past each other. He's like, hey, what's up? I say, hey, what's going on? I didn't realize it was him again.
Oh wow!
I walked right past him twice, and then I got a customer. So when he got done and they were taking pictures, I was working. I couldn't go. I met him and didn't at the same time.
Damn, that's crazy.
So that's my Megatron story.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Your first of 3 matchups here for the snap.
Mm-hmm.
You got Ben Roethlisberger versus Eli Manning.
Oh, bye, Eli.
I figured that'd go that way. Hopefully, this one gives you a little more something to think about. First one is Brian Urlacher
Mm-hmm.
versus Mike Singletary.
Oh.
Oh, bye, Brian. That was easy as hell.
I thought it would be.
Hey, Mike won. Brian lost.
That's true. That's true. Your final matchup is Adrian Peterson versus Marshawn Lynch.
Bye, Adrian.
Ooh. Oh, really?
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah. Marshawn was a better back to me.
Ooh. That was
All
a
right.
tough.
Yeah, I was gonna say because if you're going by numbers, man.
Yeah, I would have kept AP. I would have kept AP the show. But that's not. But it's a respectable. But they was respect either way, so it didn't. No qualms with it.
All right. All right. So next up here, I got for you guys.
Marshawn fit my style of running better than AP did.
I can agree with that.
Okay. I mean, I didn't mind. I like both of them. Personality-wise, the irony is Marshawn turns out to be Mr. Personality after football, right? Right. But and you know, not AP.
AP getting in fights in bingo halls.
Exactly.
All right. So before we move on to our next little game here, I want to get you guys' opinion here. Not really opinion, but your thoughts on your favorite teams. So obviously, bro, Bears, 49ers, and Detroit for you, OG.
Isn't our thoughts our opinions?
Same thing. Not necessarily.
Yeah, could be.
Okay.
Could be. You could be thinking about facts.
Right.
Exactly. So what are you guys looking forward to this season with your team, some of the players, and just overall?
With the 49ers, I am looking forward to what this offense is going to look like, because they gave Brock Purdy some big name weapons. How they kept it so quiet yet so big at the same time? It just happened and then flew under the radar. You got Mike Evans and Debo.
Mm-hmm.
bro, and you want to say what?
Yeah.
Dude, we was ready to trade you for a bag of beans, and you wasn't even worth a bag of beans. That's the problem there. So I'm looking forward to that. In Detroit, I'm looking forward to their offense as well. I'm curious what their offense is going to look like, because they got a new center. They don't have Montgomery anymore. I'm just curious what Pacheco's going to look like in his place. So I'm curious with their offense. I'm a little intrigued by the Lions, because they're back in that underdog place where they reside, where they've resided for years, and where they like to, it's almost where they need to be, I should say. I won't say that's where they like to be. It's where they belong. You know what I'm saying? They got to be out there to fight for being on top and being the targeted. It got too arrogant, got too much to their head. They needed to be knocked down a peg, and now we come in. You don't have the same expectations, but you know you got to work for. So I'm intrigued by them, but yeah, I think the 49ers are going to be very, very strong. But man, we got the Rams in our division, and that's going to be hell to overcome.
Yeah. Especially if the rumors are true and Aaron Donald does make a comeback. That defensive line with the Rams is
scary.
85 Bears. Reminiscent of the 85 Bears line.
Mm-hmm.
So With the Bears, I'm looking to see if our defense can step up the pressure on the quarterback and also maintain that turnover rate that they had last year. That's the biggest thing right there. Is if they're going to be able to keep that turnover rate while stepping up the pressure on the quarterback. I mean, we lost a lot of different pieces in the defensive backfield. We replaced them with a couple of good people, but I don't know. I don't know. But we got a hell of a defensive coordinator. Dennis Allen, he's a beast, especially at creating turnovers. With the offense, I need Caleb to be more accurate, and that's really it. Be himself, but be more accurate. Stop missing those quick, easy throws. You're hitting everything downfield, but everything short and middle, you're missing, and you got to step that up. With the running game, I'm looking for Kyle Monangai to become RB1 over DeAndre Swift. He's faster, he's more powerful of a runner, and he catches the ball all the time. So those are the main things I'm looking for. And Lord help us, I don't know what we're gonna do without DJ Moore. Rome, he's got to stay healthy.
They'd be all right. They'd be all right. Elizabeth Burton is a whole lot better than he got credit for.
Yeah,
he was a monster in college, and I didn't know where he landed. I was waiting to hear his name. I said, I'm gonna hear this dude's name, and then I hear his name and he's playing for Chicago, and I'm like, oh damn.
Yeah.
All places.
Yeah.
Why couldn't it be Jacksonville or something? Why couldn't it just be some obscure team? It got to be the Bears. But yeah, no, he's nice though. He can ball.
Yeah, and then we got a pair of tight ends that's phenomenal.
Yeah, I think they'd be all right. I think they'd be okay in that regard. So I'm just with the. I don't know if we ain't talking about each other's teams yet. Maybe we'll do that.
Oh, that's open.
I was just gonna say with the Bears, I'm looking for Caleb to take that next step.
Yeah.
You got a year. You got a full year under Ben Johnson's system, so now he can open it up a little more. I think all of the pundits out there that's talking is underestimating this kid. I mean, they all think he's got talent, but blah, blah, blah. And I think they underestimating this dude. I think Caleb is in for a year. I think that guy might be I think he's MVP. I'm putting that out there right now. I got Caleb Williams as this year's MVP, my preseason MVP.
Okay, I'm gonna take note of that. Oh, gee.
Take note of that.
Me too. It got to go on the calendar.
I do. I think I was super impressed, and that was their first year playing together, man.
I think he should have been in the running for MVP last year.
I think he's going to be scary this year. Well, you know what? Do it again.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Do it again, and you got it. And that's what I feel like he will, and I believe that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can get with that. I do got a question for you, Rob. It's not even like a joking or hating manner. Caleb Williams is on the cover of Madden this year.
Mm-hmm.
So was Saquon last year, who was arguably a non-variable for the Eagles. Do you think the curse is back and potentially could affect Caleb, or just offshot?
That wasn't even Saquon's fault. The offensive coordinator didn't know what the hell he was doing with the offense. So how can you expect Saquon to put up numbers when the offensive coordinator can't do his job?
True. I just kind of wanted to find out your stance on that. Because I'm not saying it's going to be that way, but
the Madden curse was people got hurt when they were on the cover of Madden.
Whew, yeah,
correct.
So
I was thinking the same. I was going to say the same, but yes, that's
until that happens, Madden curse is done. It's been done for a while.
Good. Okay. I will give you guys my stance with the Vikings. I'm not expecting too terribly much. I kind of want to bite my tongue when it comes to Kyler Murray because Sam Darnold taught me I should probably shut up and bite my tongue. So, uh, defensively, I'm expecting a great defense. I think this is going to be the year Dallas Turner really shows who he is, and I think he's going to be among the top 10 defensive players in the league this year.
But don't let Sam Darnold shut you up, man. Have your opinion. It's okay. You can't always be. None of us can always be right.
Hey,
Right.
I feel you, but like I said, I don't like being wrong about my Vikings, and Sam Darnold did a good job of making sure I was wrong. You know what I mean? So I learned my lesson. I'm gonna give Kyler his opportunity here. He was named the starter earlier today, so I'm curious to see how well he does. But that height is a problem when it comes to playing quarterback. You have to see over the line. Period. And you can't rely on getting outside the pocket to do so.
I beg to differ with that. I just saw an interview with Roddy White where he said Michael Vick could never see over the line.
He didn't need to.
Okay. Kyler don't need to either.
Here's the thing. Here's the difference, though. Michael Vick can run outside of that pocket and hit someone. Kyler has not shown that ability to consistently get outside of the pocket and hit somebody. Michael Vick was never known for
hit somebody. You mean hit somebody with a pass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael Vick's never been known.
You sound like you sound like he was running outside the pocket and trucking.
Right.
But like Vick was never known.
Ben Roethlisberger.
I was sitting here trying to rack in my brain for a minute, trying to figure out when did Michael Vick knock somebody on the ass? Who did he hit? That was that memorable. That's a point.
Right.
The difference was Vick, when he didn't need the pocket. You know what I mean? He always evaded the pocket until he got to Philadelphia. He had him a much better line where he can work within the pocket. You know what I mean? And no matter where he was there, he can move around inside the pocket to get the ball off.
I'm not talking about when he was in Philadelphia. I'm talking about when he was in Atlanta.
Yeah. Probably 10 throws out or within the pocket when his entire career with Atlanta.
But wasn't that Kyler Murray's big thing coming out? Why he was the number one pick is because he was a mobile quarterback?
Well, Jamarcus Russell was a number one pick because he was a mobile quarterback as well, but doesn't mean much.
Get a cheeseburger.
You know,
he was mobile. He wasn't mobile. He was Mobile. He was Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah,
right.
But it's still the same, but it means something different.
But other than Kyler Murray, I'm really looking forward to seeing Jordan Mason stepping up this year. I think he's gonna be our number one running back. I think Jordan Addison will end up taking a back seat with Jawan Jennings stepping up for us in that role. So I'm interested to see what's going on, but I'm definitely biting my tongue. Our QB situation is still pretty shaky to me.
Okay. Yeah. I have nothing to add there.
Right.
I think Jefferson might be in for a better season with Kyler than he did last year with JJ.
Yeah. Better. Kyler, when it comes to that deep ball threat, and Justin Jefferson, one of the best deep route guys there is. Oh, that's going to be phenomenal to watch.
But Kyler can't see over the line, so how's he going to get?
Anyway.
All right. Bro, this is the only time throughout this season of the Showdown I'm going to do this. But this is my first time hosting the heavy hitters. And this is a heavy hitters prediction. We're going to take one player for each position, QB, wide receiver, running back, and tight end. Who do you think is going to be a heavy hitter this fantasy football season?
At quarterback, I'm going Caleb Williams. Running back, Jahmyr Gibbs. Wide receiver, I'm trying to think a little bit outside the box, but wide receiver, I don't think is a choice. I don't think it's I'm going to go with Puka Nakua. Tight end, Brock Bowers.
I like that
Okay.
one.
All right.
Rob?
Quarterback, I'm gonna go with Jackson Dart.
And kicker, no, I'm just playing.
Running back, I'm gonna go with Kyle, my young guy. I really like what I saw from him last year, and I think he's gonna have a breakout year. Wide receiver. Mm, damn, that one's gonna be hard. Actually, no, it's not. I'm gonna go with DJ Moore up there in Buffalo with Josh Allen.
Mhm.
Josh Allen finally got him a number one target, and it's gonna open that offense up. Um, for tight end, I'm gonna go with Isaiah Likely.
Okay.
He's stepping out from underneath Mark Andrews' shadow, and he's gonna be something to watch as a number one out there in New York.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing, him and Jackson Dart guys, hell of a chemistry already.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be interesting.
You know what I always say about young quarterbacks with tight ends? They're the best friends.
Pause.
No Diddy.
What are we, game dads now?
All right, for quarterback, I've got Daniel Jones. Now that he's healthy and that line's going to be looking more impressive, I think Daniel Jones is going to really shine again, like he did halfway through for the first half of that season last year. Running back Kenneth Walker III. I think going to KC was probably the best move for him, and I think that's going to show. Wide receiver is kind of a. I think this is his breakout year, and I think this is Zay Flowers. I think he may even end the season as a top 10 wide receiver. And my tight end is George Kittle. I think he's going to reemerge as the dominant tight end in fantasy football, especially with Brock Purdy. That boy's going to have a career year this year.
Brock Purdy is flying under the radar.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out for Brock. He got a lot of weapons.
Yes. Now,
Got a lot.
we've talked about our teams. What are some of the other players or teams you're really looking forward to this year or really curious about?
I am really curious about what's going to happen in Los Angeles with the Chargers. I've been saying it for years and dodging Justin Herbert as much as I could for years now. I just think he's been overrated. I always hear everybody tell me how great he is, and he just never he underachieves every year.
Yep.
And I'm curious to see if Harbaugh can get a little more out of him this year, or if Harbaugh got something under his sleeve, because he tucks it under his sleeve every now and then, like he did when he was in Frisco. Because we didn't know Kaepernick was coming.
Right.
We had no idea. We was rocking that the way. What about how Pat Mahomes hit the scene? They was rocking with Alex Smith too. The same guy.
Right.
Rocking with Alex Smith and got this guy on the sideline learning, and then right near the end of the season, we gonna put him in for a play. And then Alex Smith ain't gonna see the field again in San Francisco or Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's I'm curious. That's got my attention. I'm curious to see how what's about to happen there, if anything, or if it's just going to be the same old story again. I got to think Harbaugh ain't going to sit idly by.
No.
And who they got for a backup again? I know he got
I have
kind of
no
fly
idea.
hairline.
That's why I'm curious. I have no idea. He got a rabbit in his hat. I'm telling you, this guy. I'm telling you. I know Jim Harbaugh. He got a rabbit in his hat. If
Always.
if Justin Herbert ain't living up to the hype, if he ain't we ain't doing what we supposed to be doing. I'm expecting there to be a surprise.
He's got a
surprise appearance.
He's got a deal in the works for number 9.
Right? Anyway, that's one that I got. I'm thinking. Just curious what's happening out there.
Okay. Got anything, Rob?
Anybody?
I'm looking to see if DJ Moore is actually the missing piece that Josh Allen really needed to get over the hump. Because that was really the problem. He didn't have receivers. He's got 2 tight ends, but his receivers were horseshit. They couldn't catch.
What about when he had Stephon Diggs? He almost got there and he fell short.
Yeah.
Too much Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. But Pat wasn't the problem last year.
Facts.
So I'm just looking at that's what interests me. If that was really the piece that Buffalo was missing, was a true bona fide number 1. So
Okay. I'm looking at Carolina right now. They're flying under the radar pretty hard. Bryce Young, last half of the season last year was insane. He was the quarterback that the draft made him look like he was supposed to be. And I'm curious if that carries forward going into the start of this season and all season long. Chuba's he's got some competition at running back right now. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Because he's got, isn't it Travis Etienne's over there now? Or Etienne is over there now. Yeah, the announce team corrected me. And then Ted McMillan is no joke. So it's going to be insane. It's going to be fun to watch them. But the team I'm really looking forward to and looking and watching is Cleveland. Deshaun Watson's looking like he's going to be week 1 starter, but I don't think it's going to last. I think Shador is going to come out, and with Monk as the head coach, I think there's a possibility Shador finally shows everyone why he should have been a first-round draft pick.
Yeah, Shador's got my attention too. I was saving that one. I was curious to see if somebody else would bring it up first. Shador's definitely got my attention. I want to see how that situation plays out in Cleveland. I've heard mixed reviews on who's what. I heard a story today, and I don't know how true it was, that they said whoever does not get the number 1, drops to number 3. That Dylan Gabriel will be number 2, regardless who gets number 1.
yeah, I
Which
heard
doesn't make sense at all to me.
But
No.
I also heard a story that said that him and Dylan Gabriel were splitting the second team reps.
Yeah, I did see that. I think Dylan Gabriel's given way too much credit than he deserves. He didn't show a single reason why he should be even a second-string quarterback last year.
No.
And that's just me being blunt and honest. I think they're overhyping this kid. Once his career is done with Cleveland, it's the UFL, in my opinion.
What'd you say, bro? He's a scout team?
He's scout. He makes a great scout team quarterback. But yeah, the battle between Shador and Deshaun, I don't think is over by any means.
No, I don't think it's over either. But I'm curious I'm watching that too. I'm curious for that. And you know what? Quite frankly, If they go with Shador, they get the numbers. People, the needle, Shador moves the needle. Deshaun Watson no longer moves the needle.
No.
His days of moving the needle are behind him. People don't want to. That's not who people want to see. They're clamoring to see Shador Sanders. Here comes the advertising dollars, the merchandise, the people in the butts in the seats, the TV revenue. Shador Sanders is going to bring revenue if they care about revenue. If revenue matters, they will go with Shador.
Yeah.
But
And
I don't know if it does.
honestly speaking, with the kind of revenue Shador Sanders can generate for Cleveland with just merchandise sales alone, they can really pay off the rest of Deshaun Watson's contract. You know, so I personally, the guy hasn't played football in what, 6 years now?
Pretty much.
And they expect us to believe he's going to come out here and look good?
See, my thing is this: you hit the nail on the head just a second ago, because people think you're paying him all this money, you gotta play him, but the truth is, if you play Shador pays him all that money.
Yep.
And that's the bottom line. You play Shador and let him pay all that money, all that Shador, because you ain't paying Shador,
Right.
so all that money he's generating. You go ahead and pay him with all that money he generates, because if you play him, you ain't gonna make enough to pay his salary.
Nope.
You will, but not as much. You won't have as big a profit.
Right.
You're not making as much money. So if you really want to pay him off and still be in good standing, then put your door in and let your door pay for that, and then move on, or re-sign him at a reasonable rate.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody else. He ain't getting that contract. That contract he got is gone. That's behind him. He'll never get that again from anybody.
Yeah. Now, there's another player I'm interested in. Not necessarily his team, but I'm looking at Travis Hunter. He put on some extra muscle this offseason. He's looking big. And from what I'm hearing, he's going to get more cornerback snaps than wide receiver. So I'm going to be really paying attention to Travis Hunter, because I have a feeling he's going to show out this year.
You know what? You're right. I didn't think about that, but you hit on something else. You own it. You own your game.
Duval.
I'm just saying.
All right. Now, I got one more game for you guys before we head on out here. It's called Stash or Pass, and this is our preseason edition of Stash or Pass. This game will show up periodically throughout the season. Each of you, just give me your answer for these matchups. I got 3 matchups. Just give me your answer on this one. First matchup I got for you guys is Ja'Cory Croskett-Merritt versus Jalen Warren. Which one do you stash and which do you pass?
I'm stashing Crockett-Merritt.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah. Kyle Pitts versus Jake Ferguson.
I'm stashing Ferguson.
I'm stashing Kyle Pitts.
I'm a little 50-50 on that one. I like Ferguson. He did great for me at tight end, but the real question mark for me with Kyle Pitts is he has 2 starting quarterbacks who are not healthy at the moment. And that's Tua Tagovailoa and Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm stashing Ferguson.
That's
All right. I think I'm going to go with Ferguson as well on this. Final matchup of the week, Kyler Murray versus Malik Willis. Malik Willis being the new starting quarterback over in Miami.
I'm gonna
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna stash Malik Willis.
As am I. I'm gonna stash Malik Willis because that division has the Jets.
Mm-hmm. This is true. Kyler is in a much tougher division than Malik Willis is. But at the same time, who do the Dolphins have at wide receiver? They don't got
Matter.
Warren or Waddle
You
anymore.
got the Jets 2 years, two times, got 2 games against the Jets. You got the Jets twice.
What'd you say? Their practice squad
That's
wide
who,
receiver.
that's who they got at wide receiver, the Jets.
Out of hope, I am gonna stash Kyler Murray.
Okay.
And that's purely out of hope. Thank you, Obama.
I mean, think about it. Malik Willis did damn good in Green Bay last year, and Green Bay didn't have damn near a receiver.
I don't know. Matthew Golden's good. Wasn't it? Jaden Reed really started to show up, and he was crazy good half of the season last year.
Yeah, but then the main receiver they had, what's his name? Christian. He was hurt.
Christian Watson.
Yep, Christian Watson. Kraft was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So he really didn't have nothing to work with there. All he had really was Jacobs.
But we'll see. We'll see. I just want to see what he looked like against the Jets.
Right.
And see if he can handle that. Hey, man.
All right, so that's this week's episode of the Showdown. Next week, we'll have a week of preseason football under our belt. A little more to talk about. I'm looking forward to seeing what the headlines bring us. Especially since we got some drafts coming up this week.
We got some drafts coming up.
Tomorrow.
Starting tomorrow with the Smoke Session 612 League.
Oh, the smoke section is tomorrow?
Yep.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
am I in that league?
I believe so.
I believe so.
I don't know. I've been just going up, and I joined the league that ain't even a league anymore. I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I don't even know.
Yeah, we ain't doing boss of all bosses again, are we?
Yeah, that auto renewed. I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
Did it really?
Yeah, there's a couple of Carlton's leagues that auto renewed.
Oh, well, we'll see. I got to go through them and see what all is there because I don't know if I'm doing all of that this year or what I'm going to do, but I got to sort it out and figure it out. But other than that, man, we do have a battle with SWG.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a battle with BSB.
Mm-hmm.
And Death Row want to smoke. We might have to wait until next time around. We ain't the kind of crew to just battle everybody out. We ain't out like Carlton and them now. I want to play everybody 6, whatever, man. We don't have the Carlton nerds on our team, and so that we chilling.
Yeah,
we might, but we'll see.
Not trying to stretch ourselves thin.
Yeah. We just want to kick SWG ass. We don't kick Carlton. I want to kick Johnny ass and Carlton ass. Let's call it what it is. Mm-hmm. I'm looking for Johnny Ed. So I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good time, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel with the Bonfire Network on YouTube. On behalf of the crew, I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson, and this is the super producer DJ Rob45 and the graphic wizard Waze. And we're out of here like last year. I'll catch y'all later, man. Peace.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
What up, though?